Greetings, everyone. Today is Friday, April 4th, 2025, and I have the reading for the collective. And as always, whatever that does apply, you know what to do. Put forth that effort. Utilize that internal wand within you to manifest your highest and greatest good because it is your birthright. And whatever that doesn't apply, take a break over the weekend and come back. I see you on Monday. First card we have for today, the High Priestess in reverse. Ay, ay, ay. Second card that we have for today, the Strength card in reverse. The third card we have for today, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And last but not least, the card that lies beneath, the Judgment card. I could definitely assure with this High Priestess in reverse, this seems like someone at your job, someone that you work with that's being extremely manipulative, have hidden agendas and hidden intentions on what they want to do, a bit conniving and sneaky, and they have a tendency of pulling strings on those who they feel that they can, which is unfortunate. Which leads into my next card, which is the Strength in reverse. This is definitely someone with very harsh and callous and cruel intentions. Very stubborn. I'm definitely getting a manager as I'm reading this card, as I'm going along. This is like a manager of yours or someone that oversees or is responsible for a group of people. They have a power trip issue. Now, I noticed that when it comes to people, when it comes to managers, especially in corporate environments, because they went through so much faulty experiences in the past where they didn't have that control, they didn't have that opportunity to speak up or stand up for themselves. A lot of the times when they are adults, they thrive to be in these higher positions to prove a point over something in a circumstance they can no longer control. And in other cases, it's mainly because of the inner being that they are, the aspect that they are. Because this is something that is known amongst a lot of Greys and a lot of Alpha Draconians. They have this tendency of this power. This is how they feed. This is how they feel fulfilled. This is how they regenerate. Utilize the energy of misery from others below them and transmute it into something else for themselves, not really for everyone else, which leads into the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And you're having a real difficult time making a decision, a balanced decision, because you realize that this job is no longer serving you anymore. This position isn't fulfilling you anymore. As you're growing in your journey, you're realizing that perhaps this isn't the space for me. And you were recently faced with this situation. Either you will today or you already have thrown right in your face like, okay, you can't avoid it this time. You got to do something about this. You have to make a certain change for yourself. Because the more you try to sit in this position and do what you have to do, have your head down and work, the more miserable that you are. You realize that this is not conducive of your highest and greatest good. Maybe it'll help you pay the bills, but it's not good for your mental or your spiritual health. But fear not, with this Judgment card, especially since it's upright, you're definitely going to find a new job. You're definitely going to triumph. You're going to move up in a career. This is obviously a lesson for you so that you could be more present in the environment in which you occupy for work. And unfortunately, there are a lot of positions out there where you find a lot of these managers just power tripping and energy harvesting from other people and giving people a hard time on purpose because of their misery. This doesn't make their situation any better because the more that they try to cipher energy in a way where it's destructive and not constructive, that's karma on their head, not yours. You might not be able to see it or be around to witness it, but I guarantee it, they never get away with it. A lot of these miserable managers, especially if they have this malevolent aspect coming into play, They come home to shit. They come home to either no one to love, or their family can't stand them and treat them like shit and use them as an ATM or some form of a cash cow, not as an individual or a person with a heart, because they have none. So you will be okay. Everything is going to work out for your highest and greatest good. I feel that now is the time for you to start venturing out and looking for jobs if you haven't already. And I understand that the job market is a bit tumultuous and tight at this time for many. Utilizing that internal wand to manifest your highest and greatest good because it is your birthright. So now is the time to use that power that you have from within yourself. Lighting up some candles, having some cinnamon, doing some spiritual baths, clearing out your space, especially your kitchen, because your kitchen is connected to your income. Making sure that things are organized around your space before you start manifesting and conjuring these things for yourself, this new job, but it's definitely on its way. You have your ancestors too. Feed your ancestors something nice. Ask them what they want and give them something nice. And then from there, you follow it up with that candle and you use that brown paper bag and you write with either red ink or blue ink your intentions or what you want to get you out of this job that is ciphering energy away from you and your joy away from you. And so watch what happens. Continue to light those candles. Continue to write those manifestation letters. Place them under the candle. You bliss the candle with some sage and some Palo Santo. And you let the rest work on its own. You keep doing it. If it doesn't happen yet, you keep doing it, and at the same time, you do your part and find that position, find that role that gives you joy and fulfills your pockets. Because at the end of the day, you are in control. Remember that. You are always in control. Ashe.